What is up, guys? This is Kevin back in my fourth video. I just want to show you guys what I'm munching on today. Y'all already know that I be chefing it up, so let me just show y'all what I got going on today. Alright, see, I got some shrimp alfredo, you feel me? Alright, so back to the serious stuff. Today's video is my 3 years on T. I'm gonna show y'all some pictures of me before. So this is a picture of me like 3 days on testosterone. Yeah, kind of small, I know. I was a kid. I was 17 years old when I first started hormones. So now I'm going to show you guys a few clips of my voice change over the past few years.
What's up, everybody? This is my voice 1 day on T.
This is my voice 1 year on T. This is my voice 2 years on T. And this is my voice 3 years on T. Over the past couple years, I would say ever since my first year on testosterone, my voice hasn't really changed that much. I haven't really seen a lot of changes at all within the past year, I would say. The first year that I went on testosterone, I went through the most drastic changes. Now, for the next part of the video, I'm going to get into the actual effects of what testosterone really does. There are a few different types of testosterone that you can take. A lot of guys start off taking intramuscular injections. I've been on 2 different types of testosterone. I started with injections, but I ended up switching to the gel. The gel is kind of like, feels like hand sanitizer, to be honest. But with the gel, you have to do it every day. The shots are, you can either do them bi-weekly or weekly. I did mine bi-weekly. I would be happy to explain the different forms of testosterone on another video. Also, I'm gonna be referring to hormones and testosterone as T, just for short. I'm gonna do these in no specific order, but a lot of them happen between, I would say, probably the first 6 months. The visible skin difference. Right now, you know, my acne is pretty low. When you first start testosterone, you get like immediate acne, like it's almost guaranteed. My skin before, believe it or not, was a lot smoother and softer, even in visibility, than it is right now. Your skin is rougher, your skin gets thinner, because males do have thinner skin. That's why we're able to see our veins. I don't think I'm not really popping right now. My voice started to drop, I would say, about 10 weeks in. During that first couple months, I did feel my throat kind of changing. I don't know if you guys can see my Adam's apple. Your voice change and your voice getting deeper is one of the only effects of testosterone that is permanent. I noticed also that I started to get a different body shape. So you know how females are supposed to be curvy. I was already skinny, so I wasn't really that curvy, but I was built like a girl. Now I have more of a, you know, kind of V going down, really straight. A lot of your fat deposits will shift and, you know, kind of spread out and give you that masculine look. Before testosterone, I did something called binding. So binding is basically compressing your chest tissue. There are multiple ways to bind. I was not really that safe when it came to binding because I wanted to appear as male. I didn't use the tape that people use. Some people use tape and kind of wrap it around. I used actual binders that you bought off Amazon. So, you know, if you're a trans guy looking for binders, I will put in my description a link to some of the binders that worked for me. At one point, I was wearing like 3 at a time. I just recommend that no matter how you bind, you stay safe. I started binding a year before I started testosterone. And I would say just from binding and wearing 3 binders at a time that I was compressing my chest and that my chest was just flattening from, you know, just being compressed all day long. I would say getting on testosterone, it affects your breast tissue. Not completely that it makes your breasts go away. Very easy to bind. I, for example, started out wearing 3 binders to achieve 1 look, and I was able to achieve the same look wearing 1 binder after testosterone. I definitely experienced a lot of hair growth. I was already hairy to start, but my eyebrows filled in a lot. I got my mustache, some beard hair, just a little bit. My hairline is pretty good right now. You can develop male balding, I guess. My dad has been bald basically my whole life, so I hope I can keep my hair as long as possible. Then the overall shape of my face has changed. So here's a picture of me before testosterone. As you can see, my facial hair kind of makes it a little bit hard to tell, but I do have more of a defined jawline. Some of my features on my face and my nose probably got a little bit bigger. Mentally, I noticed that I was less emotional. In my first year on T, I noticed that I cried less, but those emotions didn't disappear. They turned into anger. A lot of guys have, horror stories, and there's a lot of myths that, when you start T, you become very angry and stuff, but that really wasn't the case for me. I wasn't angrier than I was. I just dealt with my emotions in a different way. It didn't come in tears, it came in anger. I developed a lot more confidence before T, especially with my voice. I was kind of able to pass at first, but every time I would talk, it would kind of ruin it, because then they would be like, oh, this is a girl, your voice is high. My voice definitely helped a lot. It eliminated a lot of dysphoria that I was facing. Basically, taking testosterone was going through a second puberty. I recommend for anyone who wants to take testosterone to make sure that you are ready and that this is really what you want to do. The reason why they make people go through getting letters and recommendations for hormones and surgery is all for a reason. Please, not saying that you guys aren't sure or that people that speed through the process aren't sure, but you really need to make sure that it's coming from a place of you and inside here, and not external factors and not childhood trauma. I never knew what I was gonna look like. Seeing how I look and how I sound every day is just really amazing. It really takes like a lot of, the depression and the suicidal thoughts away, because I just wanna see what I'm able to be. Alright, so my next video, I'm gonna be talking about top surgery and my experience with that, from looking for the right insurance to going through recovery. So please stick around for that, and I'll see you guys soon. Peace.